Fear is a silent thief. It steals our dreams, our opportunities, and our potential before we even try. Today I want to tell you the story of Maya, a girl who had everything she wanted except the courage to reach for it. Maya was born in a small coastal town where her grandmother ran a beautiful bookstore. She was intelligent, creative, and full of dreams. She wanted to be a public speaker, to share stories, inspire people, and make a difference in the world. But Maya had a problem. Whenever she tried to speak in front of people, her voice would shake. Her hands would tremble, her mind would go blank. At school presentations, she would freeze. At family gatherings, she would stay silent. The world kept telling her she wasn't cut out for public speaking. Year after year, she watched opportunities pass by. A local speaking competition, a chance to share her book reviews, a presentation at her workplace. Each time, fear won, and Maya got used to losing. One day, Maya met an old theater director named Mr. Chen. He had spent 50 years on stage in front of thousands of people. When Maya confessed her deepest fear, Mr. Chen smiled and said something that changed her life. Maya, fear isn't something we eliminate, it's something we befriend. Every great speaker I've known was terrified. The difference? They didn't let terror be the final word. Mr. Chen gave Maya an unusual assignment. Speak to one person every day, he said. Just one. It doesn't matter what you say. Share a story, give feedback, ask a question. But one person every single day. Maya was skeptical. How would speaking to one person help her conquer the fear of speaking to crowds? But she trusted Mr. Chen. She decided to try. Day one was excruciating. Maya approached her neighbor, Mrs. Park, trembling with anxiety. She barely managed to say, "Your garden looks beautiful." The sentence took courage that felt like climbing a mountain. Day 5 came. Nothing had changed. Maya still felt butterflies, still felt her voice shake. She wondered if this was pointless. She almost quit. But then came day 15. Something shifted. As Maya told her co-worker about a book she had read, she noticed something. Her co-worker was genuinely interested. They were leaning in. They wanted to hear more. The fear was still there, but something else was growing alongside it. Connection. People actually wanted to listen, and for the first time, Maya wasn't just facing her fear. She was starting to understand that it didn't have power over her anymore. By day 30, speaking to one person no longer felt like climbing Everest. By day 60, Maya had told stories to people on buses and coffee shops at community events. And somewhere between day 45 and day 60, something miraculous happened. Maya stopped thinking about her fear and started thinking about her message. On day 75, her local library announced a speaker's night. Maya's heart stopped when she saw the notice. For years, she would have run away from such an opportunity, but this time was different. She signed up, she wrote her speech. And on the night of the event, standing in front of 50 people, Maya experienced something she thought was impossible. She was nervous, but she was not paralyzed. She told her story. People listened. Some took notes, others cried. When she finished, the applause was thunderous. But for Maya, the real victory wasn't the applause. It was the realization that the fear had been there the whole time, and she had spoken anyway. That one speech led to another, and another. Soon, Maya was giving workshops at her company. She started a podcast sharing book reviews. She mentored shy students about overcoming presentation anxiety. But here's what's important. Maya didn't become fearless. She became brave. There's a difference. Fearless means you don't feel afraid. Brave means you feel afraid and do it anyway. The girl who once couldn't say 5 words in front of a crowd had transformed into a woman who inspired others to find their voice. But the real transformation wasn't about public speaking. It was about what Maya learned about herself. She discovered that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's taking action despite fear. She learned that growth happens in small, uncomfortable steps, not in giant leaps. The person who emerged from those 100 days of discomfort was different. More confident, yes, but more importantly, more alive. More authentic, more present in her own life. She had given herself permission to be uncomfortable, and that permission became her liberation. When Mr. Chen saw Maya 6 months later, she thanked him. He smiled and said, "You didn't need me. You just needed permission to be imperfect while improving. Your fear is not your enemy. Your fear is a messenger telling you that something matters to you." The question isn't how to eliminate fear. The question is, will you walk toward your dreams even though fear is walking beside you? Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking one small step forward, even when every fiber of your being wants to retreat. And when you do this consistently, fear transforms into faith. Thank you for watching. May Maya's journey inspire you to face your fears and step into your greatest potential. If you found this motivational story helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring English stories that will transform your perspective on life. Share this story with someone who needs to hear it. Your share could be the exact message someone is waiting for. Drop a comment below. Which part of Maya's journey resonated most with you? What fear are you ready to conquer?